Happy Thursday. Well, yeah, depends on who you are and what you're doing. It could be a not super happy Thursday. Some people that are my friends. I respect it. I'm sorry for you, my friends. All right, the time has come. Knew it was coming. The time has come. It's here. It's among us. Who we got in here? All right. Happy Thursday. Hemp ban talk. Well, we could. We talk about anything else in the world. I just know that everybody's talking about the hemp ban, the THC hemp ban. Oh my gosh, what do we do? It is really bad. Kind of terrible. The parts of it that are like the parts of it that are massive and I mean, what better way? For those who don't know, for those who do know, in the signing of the HR 5371, now the hemp. Oh no, it's not. It has not. Again, this is the big spending bill that just came in. All right. Anyway, it is. It's bad. It's bad for hemp companies. And it depends on what part of the hemp space you were in. And it sucks because for like 2 years plus, Aaron and I have been talking about the time is now before they change it, before they come in and fuck something up. And the time has come where they came and they fuck something up. I just don't know that many people are surprised by it as much as people are taking off. It's just weird that there are so many other things that could have been handled or talked about, or like healthcare. We could, I don't want to be political here, but healthcare could have been something that they made rules about and changed some laws on and penciled in some shit at the last minute. But instead, the classification of what hemp is makes it and is signed in blindly, I think. Now it's weird because I think it was 74 to 26 or something like that. Like, it was pretty heavily in favor of this thing getting through. And that was against, I think Rand Paul was the one who wrote the opposition to it. But it's wild that there's so much division. Pick a side, left or right. The vote for presidency comes down to a 51% to 49%. It's always this close, really close. Everything is so close. Oh, they got a few more chairs. Republicans, they got a few more seats. Democrat. Oh, and but then fucking it comes to the point where they fuck over the average human. And in this case, hundreds of thousands of humans who have worked to be compliant and to be licensed and to do the things that they are currently doing in a legal manner. And now all of a sudden this gets kind of ripped out from under them and they're left to scramble. The so there's a few different takes at it. The one that I've really liked the most is that um, is it going to be up to the hemp industry to constantly use skirt tailing ways of communication or to kind of jump from place to place and you know what did they say this time edible what was it hold on, let me find it because I got the verbiage somewhere. What did they say? The loopholes. What loopholes are we gonna have to take next? Hold on. Oh, where did this go? Oh, what did they call it, dude? It's like edible hemp or something like that. Anyway, the verbiage that it's going to take now to like skirt tail through it just kind of sucks. Is that what we need these people to be doing? Farm Bill Pharma and Biden. Daily Homegrown, that's one of the best takes at it, and I think you're absolutely it's and not only that, like we've got a regulated cannabis, regardless if it's only in 30 something states. Regulated cannabis market also benefit from this as well. It definitely gives less competition. Yeah, so it kind of sucks. I'm absolutely with you though. I do believe that the loopholes from the Farm Bill of 2018, yeah, 100%. I think the loopholes from 2018, and that's it, is like through hemp, had to use loopholes and you've had to use their verbiage against them so that you could succeed. And there's plenty of people, like I said again, everybody I know who worked in the hemp space, who was doing this thing, knew that there was an expiration date on it. We didn't know to what extent or how this would come about, but the way that it has leaves for a lot of scrambling. Well, in Daily Homegrown, that's the other shit. What happens to genetics? I think that's the scary part, dude. Like, Dudley Dawson, what's up, brother? Dr. Dank Nugs, what is up, my friends? Happy Thursday night. The thing, what's hard here is how do you prove that the seed that you're about to sell, supposedly, that they're going to catch the seeds and know that those seeds are capable of producing THC or THCA? How do you measure that? How do you prevent that? And if genetic coding doesn't, because this is what I talked about recently, and I think we've seen a lot of other people in the industry talking about it too. What is genetic coding of cannabis, and what are the classifiers that make it one thing or another? And when we look down into the DNA of it, the markers that make it different from what the other thing is doesn't show enough to how much a breeder can impact, or the person cultivating, or the environment with which it's cultivated can impact what comes out of that plant. So like, how do you tell me that somebody is going to grow THC out of the seed or CBD out of this? Like, that doesn't make any, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, nice, Doc. Rob with people. Yeah, what up? Guap, how are you, brother? Dr. Levy, what is good, my friends? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, Doc, and that's the other thing. So, like, the fact that it's up in the air. And there's a ton, all right? What we know from it, they're talking about synthesized cannabinoid coming from CBD, and or the plant itself being hot naturally, because now they're talking about a, what do they call it, a total THC, is that what it was called? Yeah, total THC, and replaces Delta 9 T. So they're lumping THCA and THC into the same thing. But what does that mean for THCV? Right? Like, which is a naturally occurring part of the plant. And they talked about synthesizing, synthetic, right? So, like, Weeping Angel. I like that. Cannabis for all. What's included too? What did I say? I'm sorry. I'm reading and I'm trying to stay on top of it. The synthesized part. No, dude. But that's it. Daily homegrown. It's still up for the FDA in the next, or whoever the fuck it, the DEA, the DEA in the next 90 days. The FDA's rule has 90 days to list all naturally produced cannabinoids. Right? So, like, in the next 90 days, we'll see what the hell they're talking about. Because naturally produced cannabinoids is THCV. It's in minuscule amounts. Is Delta 8, which is in minuscule amounts. Right? So can we, if that's what we wanted directly, was Delta 8, could we cultivate cannabis for Delta 8 direct? And everybody says, nope, doesn't work right now. Well, let's talk about this for a minute. Through genetic modification, and I understand that everybody's like, well, we don't want genetically modified. Well, I understand that, but breeding habits are a form of genetically modified to a degree. It's not altering it through chemical or whatever, but it is altering it by breeding habits. So, like, oh, dude, it as much as they wanted to clean up the verbiage of it, what they did was make, that's it, it's selective breeding. And then just capture it at the point where that is the highest thing, and it doesn't test hot at the same time. But, like, this is all saying pre-remediation. So you can't remediate to get it to 4 milligrams or whatever, 0.4 milligrams per container, which is wild. God, I'm dying over it. They've made it harder before they made it easier, and they tried to be very vague, some of the verbiage, and I tried to pull up the bill here. I was running a little bit late. I watched the end of or the last episode of the Internet Invitational Bar Stools golf event here from 5 o'clock until like 7 something. So I'm here. I see HR 5371. It's whether or not I can get to the pages that I need to. Hold on. Oh yeah, good luck. Good luck, bub. There's just so much text. Anyway. Salsa! Oh, I love golf, yeah. Well, and Daily, I think that's it too. There's no doubt about it. I think that the only way that they could control um what is the Delta 9 workaround, the hemp Delta 9 workaround, is for them to throw this hard of a regulation at it to then unwind it back to where they think that it should be. But I think it's just making it more confusing. The one thing that is kind of scary through this, and what I'm seeing a lot of people talk about, is um, the banking part of it. Anybody who has um, anybody who has a fucking a loan for a hemp business. Oh, dude. Getting fucking a bank call, a loan call on your fucking loans because now the perceived risk, um, oh man. Well, and that, you know what? There's the other part of it. Just, I mean, you know, does it get left to where the states can intervene in between and make it so that the states have their own rules, right? But it's just all like we're in, you know what I mean? Are they going to get shit done? It's a midterm year, you know? Like, what? Ugh. Doctor, and that's the whole thing. So, like, no, you can still make products from it so long as through the entire process, nothing ever tests hot. Like, if you get something that fucking tests higher than that zero point 0.4 milligrams of THC per container, you know, and then, or I don't even know fucking that they claimed a single thing. It's like total THC now. So the 0.3% is THCA as well now. And that's I mean, I'm fully for, you know, if you've heard me and Aaron talk about it lately on the Two Dope Dudes, I'm for the recriminalization of cannabis. To be honest with you, the way that it's going, I'd rather go through black market means with a decriminalized possession law more so than I would the adult use markets that exist out there and the way that they're working themselves out and with the taxes and everything. So it's a good point, Haley. I like that. Oh hell no, Doc, that's awesome. Aaron, Doc says what's up, bud. Sorry I didn't say hi earlier. I had silica on my hand. I need to take a deep breath. I'm well, and the thing is, Doc, like that doesn't mean that there isn't space for somebody like that to get a um like CBD. Oh, that was cool. CBD still has its place, and there are still excess cannabinoids that hopefully the FDA recognizes are naturally occurring. CBG, CBC, CBN, THCV. They're naturally occurring on the plant and aren't psychoactive, right? So hopefully we're able to get some of the excess cannabis. Yeah, overwhelming is a good way to put it. It's fucked up because I just found a CBD product that I really like, and I think by the means of what is going on, I don't think they'll do much with CBD personally. From what I'm hearing, is I think they're trying to figure out a way to make it so that CBD products are still viable. You can still do CBD, but anything that is THCA, THC, Delta 9, Delta 8, Delta 10, THCO, fucking all of it is on the chopping block. But like, the fucked up thing is, no cultivation center in an adult use market is trying to grow fucking Delta 8 or is trying to represent a Delta 8 product. Delta 8 is it's fine, but it's an unnecessary cannabinoid. If you ask me, it's not one that like gives the full benefit, and it's not that it's an unnecessary one, but it's not as beneficial as the other main cannabinoids that are there. So and I think the other thing is too, it's just the initial shock of the thing. I think everybody's like, holy fuck, they just did it. They did it in the sloppiest way. I'm about to smoke something, friends. Y'all come chooch one with me, please. I think it's sloppy. I think it's sad. There are some, you know, how do you, I just don't know, like the loophole for THCA, they broke that. That's really, I think, the big thing. And that sucks for a lot of people who were exploiting it and using it for benefit, and you should. But I also think that the regulation against cannabis as a whole is bad. I'm not saying that just the ban on Delta 9 or THCA or anything like bad. It's the misclassification of the plant. Saying the word marijuana does no benefit for this plant. Yeah, as this thing says, the law targets cannabinoids made in a lab like Delta 8, Delta 10, and even Delta 9 derived from CBD. Is this the end of the entire cannabinoid industry? Impose 0.4 milligram THC limit per container. What does that mean for the beverage market, right? That's the biggest, like one of the bigger markets that exist out there is the beverage market. How many alcohol brands, how many cannabis brands, how many just hemp producers are being massively affected by it? Yeah, bingo, Daily. 100%. And this feels like a step backward. It's not. Well, and Dr. Danknugs, like I love you for that, and that's the other thing I think I try to preach too is like the culture, like be cool about it. Know what the limitations are. Know how much you're poking the bear. Stay within the limits that you're comfortable taking on the risk with. And if you have the ability, like a lot of us still have the ability inside of our legal markets to still operate fully, right? But I have very close friends of mine and people that I care about who have created businesses and livelihoods around this thing, have employees who they pay money to have jobs and shit. People who have jobs in the market, like it just sucks a lot for all of that. Well, and Dang Nugs and Homegrown, like, the, when did that culture go out the door? That's my whole thing. That like, and I think why I love the support dope people fucking movement so much too is because like, there's some people who just get it. We've been around it for so long. It's like, what are you doing? How flashy do you need to be what you're doing? And like, if you're clout chasing and you're trying to race to the top of the pyramid before it, you know? Yeah, the social media thing is a joke. I mean, there right now we all know it's just some level of data collection at a certain point. Back when we were all like, "Oh, it's our way of connecting and staying connected." There's like a million platforms to fucking talk to people now. So, and even then, yeah, I think that like just raw communication. This is why I do this thing the way that I do, because it's kind of in live time. Granted, there is the drawback of I'm saying something to the camera, I don't get to the chat fast enough, and there's this break in kind of conversation as a whole, but not really though, right? Like, say your piece, I'm saying my piece, we just need to talk about it. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be talked about in this space that I'm glad we get the opportunity to talk about. We get to be you know, open and honest and just what's up, Sean Whitney? How are you, my guy? My poster and state compliance, dude. Run that. Trouble coming down on my fucking Chi-Town 21. What is good, my friend? Happy Thursday to you also. Man, what's going on? Yeah, I am saddened by the facts. I've looked into it. You know, they put some verbiage in there that are the things that I think we all fucking should just be aware of, right? Synthesized cannabinoids, synthesized being the fucking the quotation there. Container, right? So what is the meaning of the word container? It's interpretable. Uh, the 365-day grace period. Grace period for them cracking down on the laws, but not the grace period for the bank to make a call on your loan. So my friends who are, you know, they got loans and shit through a bank, and it might not be that they call you and go give me the money or your F. They might try and help you process it out to a different loan officer, a different bank, something of that nature, which would be good on your bank to do if that's the way that they're going to play this. But we know what that means. You know, whatever your rate was before, you might as well double that shit. You're just gonna, it's gonna be so hard to maintain, and there'll be people, because the risk factor is so high, it will hurt some of our friends who have loans out. And I know, again, I know people personally, good friends of mine, who have decent sized business loans taken out in the hemp space. Um, and I hope that they're able to parlay. I hope they're able to find their, if they need to find a gray, go on with the gray. I hope the FDA figures their shit out, puts it in the proper context so we know what cannabinoids we're able to work with outside of the THCs. And I promise you, y'all, if you're listening to this and you're a hemp person, producer, infuser, seller, anything, if you're hearing this, please remember there are so many more parts of this plant besides THC or THCA that are massively beneficial. And there are plenty of avenues. This is why dispensaries now, all right, I've worked in them for the last 10 fucking years. In the most recent one that I worked in, they're vertically integrated. A couple of them that I have been are vertically integrated. That's why they're making alt cannabinoids as well. Is because they know that people are going to get bored as fuck with THC. Eventually, it's going to have to be, what else can you produce? Kudos to the people who are already within the confines of and only making CBD products and not running hot ever, and aren't loaned out. And kudos, like, that's, again, that's the way. Or you're in the fiber space of things. But I know a lot of people that align themselves in the other way, and just, I'm trying my hardest here too to rip apart some of the words that make sense so that we all can understand what the potential is. And nothing unfolds overnight, right? These bank loan things depends on how fucking loaned out they are, right? But I think we're okay. Took out a load of personal loans. Okay, well, personal loans aren't going to be a problem. They'll be business loans, and it'll be business loans with hemp licenses tied to it. Which is the thing, people who did hemp had to get licensed to be these businesses. So their hemp license, their business license, is tied to their business loan, and it can just get messy. Again, I think what I read in here earlier was 300,000 jobs. Let alone how many businesses, right? Like, oh. The thing is, Doc, none of your products can run with THC or THCA. This is the whole thing. The 0.3 is a combined total. That's what Daily Homegrown was saying up above, is like, what does this do to genetics? What genetics will be able to be run? Are there very many genetics that wouldn't test high, right? Like, there are some CBD strains, but a lot of remediation goes on through things to get it so that it's only one thing or not. You can get a business loan, brother, and you can. I know people who are in. Well, and I guess the people that I know who are doing it in farms and shit. Oh, they definitely got licensed, and they definitely have loans. They have investors too, maybe. Which, I mean, I don't know that investors gonna. Oh, they probably could too. 300,000 jobs potentially on the line. So crazy. And that might be a true fact, Doc, what you're saying and where you're at. I just know that the people that I am closely associated with and have had conversations with, when they've made their businesses, um, a lot of them are tying it to like uh, licenses and granted, a lot of them, again, I know some farmers, I guess more than infusers. That's what the word I was trying to get out of my fucking mouth. People who are processing. It's not that easy to get a bank. Oh, it's bingo, dude. Oh, you mean so against your hemp license, you couldn't take a fucking loan against it. You had to take, which is understand, right? I get it. Or maybe that's why so many of my other friends have other businesses that they kind of lump all together then, because then they can take a business loan for the one or the other, keep the other thing fueled and going. I mean, you could be right. Um, oh shit, Doc. For processing. Um, oh, and the other thing is too that yeah, um, the ban on intermediate products going hot is a major technical challenge. So what they're saying is that like from the plant while being extracted, and you keep that extraction under the limits of before you even infuse it out to be under zero point 0.4 milligrams per um, yeah, 1,000% daily. You know, and it's not to like, we all have to understand the banking in the cannabis industry broken as fuck still too, right? So like, banking around this whole entire process is not great. Um, oh damn, Doc, that's wild. I know some people who had some banking. Oh, the verbiage that was used. I finally found the verbiage. Microgreen and edible hemp leaf products. Um, the guy that I was listening again, thanks Chi-Town Hi-Fi for putting out this video today. I've also been reading article after article, trying to. It's all the same, right? There's only a few things that are going on and very open to interpretation. The big thing that I think we should take from all of this is 90 days, the FDA, the 365 days before it is fully implemented, um, and then what is the loopholes or gray area that will be able to be found by the people existing in this space already to say, I am making this for microgreens, edible hemp leaf products, whatever it is, because those are the words that have been allowed, or you know, the inclusions, the things that they're allowed to make. So
We have the capacity, but do we possess the resolve to treat each person with dignity and civility,
got there.
regardless of differing viewpoints? In an age where polarization and discord threaten to pull us apart, we must rise above and see the common threads that bind us together. There are many positions I disagree with passionately, but that does not justify taking drastic measures to silence another's voice. Such actions only breed discord and are, quite frankly, a disservice to the progress of our society. Leadership on all fronts has a responsibility to guide with integrity and set a tone and transcend to become division that has become all too common. My father used to say, and I firmly hold on to this belief, that we must master the art of non-violence, a risk moving towards a dire future of non-exist. The journey ahead is challenging, but with courage and commitment we can build a mountain of hope and a legacy of peace. This is our calling and our chance to transform the narrative once and for all.
How's it? More about the fuck biggest on it. That's hope. Daily, I'm fully on board with that. I guarantee we can't watch it, Doc. No,
Pistol shots ring out in the ballroom night. He took Patty Valentine from the upper hall. She sees a bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they killed them all.
and I do not know who the Tom Howard guy is, so I don't know if the guy that I'm looking at is the right guy or not.
Came to blame for something that he never done.
Oh yeah.
Prison cell, but one time it could have been.
Oh, that is the guy that I'm talking about. I watched his shit today. Cannabis legalization news. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Does Patty see? And another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. I didn't do what he says, and he throws up.
Well, I'm explaining through kind of some of what he was talking about and all of the thing. I watched that today.
And he stops. One of us had better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Doc, thanks, man. I don't know what's the song right before this one. Honestly, Doc, there's so many good songs on here. We should put out a playlist.
Ruben Carter and a couple friends driving around. Number one contender for the middleweight crown had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when a cop pulled him over to the side of the road. Just like the
think
time
so.
before and the time before that.
What would be harsh word? It's Cabin Crunch Co. Yeah.
If you black, you might as well not
Yeah, that's it. You know,
Alfred Bello had a partner and he had a rap for the Arthur Dexter Bradley with just
it's all. If there's anything that I know cannabis people be, it is innovative. Actual consumers of cannabis, actual people are affected by this thing, innovators. They were the people who got to it before it took them all this time to cause this controversial pullback, right? Like, so I fully believe in these people, and I fully believe I fully believe that, like, the people, all of us, are going to be the ones who make this thing what it is anyway. Right? Everybody who has a show or a grow or a voice at all in a manner of positive personal experience, especially with something that we consider a medicine, I think that those people will innovate this thing to a place where it is again fully usable by the consumer. And I would almost tell you that you could use cannabis without THC for 80% of the things that people are using including the fuck it all. If used correctly, you don't need the intoxication of cannabis to be a fuck it all. CBD, non intoxicating, very good fuck it all, very comfortable, breathable, just nice feel. And it helps kind of shut down those trigger responses to, you know, anger or whatever it is. You know?
There were two super dope dudes. They bring that heat, talk about the news, but then one day they met
I'll
up
proofread.
all began like megazords.
Oh man.
Their cannabis knowledge was intertwined. A third dope dude enters the scene. Cowboy Cole, this ain't a dream. So
Yeah.
step on in and light it up.
And I'll
Dope dude's gonna fill your
no.
cup. Just don't forget, have no regret. Leave
I do think that it could get more fucked up. I think the things that could break even further are the FDA claiming that THCV is part of THC. You know, trying to claim that excess cannabinoids outside of CBD, including CBG, CBC, CBN, very regularly produced cannabinoids that we are able to find on hemp plants. If they classify those as things that are breaking the law, oof, that could be bad.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning
Yeah,
bears heavy on my
I think a lot of times when I hear about the drama of it, I think that like discouragement part of it, the part where it's like, dude, this should be way easier than what they're making it out to be, makes me fall back into this space of like criminalize it across the board for production, not for consumption and not for possession. Like mass production, make it so that only small groups of people can make small amounts of it. Allow it so that an individual can go apply for a license to make a thing, and because they've already gone so far past it and there's billions of dollars invested into this legal cannabis market, I don't see that playing out, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yet take all their licenses away? Well, you just took a bunch of fucking other people's licenses to grow hemp. It's not that you took their license away to grow hemp. It's that you took their ability to produce a full experience from that plant and force them to stress and strain it again in another capacity. So no, I think the future is in CRISPR again. When we talked to Alex, if you guys didn't ever see that too, one of the best conversations I've had surrounding cannabis in a long time. We've had some great ones, don't get me wrong, and recently we've had some really good ones too. But the Alex one I go back to a lot because he said, wait until the day that we change, because it already has happened, where you change something like wheat into Delta 9 THC through a CRISPR gene. Like you you genetically modify the plant so that all of a sudden, or the molecules, so that it all of a sudden takes the properties of the other molecule. And I see that being a bigger thing, which sucks, but it's also like, um, because it takes the farmer and makes them have to be a, what do you call it? Like a fucking chemist. Like, man, we're blurry and muddying some lines. Yeah, boneheaded policy drives black. It's a beautiful and is unbelievably big defense. Oh well. They almost are though. This bill makes it so that they're closer to being, I don't want to say clear of the fallout, because there's still plenty of possibility for all of this to get flipped on its head when we're seeing the way that this is going. And the fallout could be in the way of, like, the reclassification could go really bad too. Like, no, you're 1,000% right, Daily. 1,000%. Um, oh my God, dude. I think what it does is it lessens their perceivably legal competition. And Daily, that's my other point to that too. You nailed it. Like, how many of these? Yeah, well, no, I need a bong too. I wish I had one right now. I do. No, I can't smoke. I do have this little. I'll hit my little vape pen. A lot of the legal market license owners are also playing in the hemp space. They're making drinks. Massive money has gone into some of that production. So, like, I'm surprised there wasn't a bigger push there, but can they just move their profit from one place to another where maybe they weren't profiting as much as we all want to believe that they were? And can this lay the groundwork for someday their legal products getting put into the markets instead of their gray market products getting put into the market? You know? Oh, I love that. Oh. Here we go. Total THC replaces Delta 9 THC. Ban on synthetic cannabinoids. New milligram cap per container. Together, these three changes effectively ban all intoxicating hemp-derived products currently on the market, including Delta 8, Delta 10, HHC, and high THCA flower. Industry advocates stated this new definition will make an estimated 95% of the current consumable hemp market illegal once the law takes full effect in November 2020. 95% of 300,000. That leaves 15,000 employees of the 300,000 left. So crazy. Where Project 21 comes into play. There's
It starts with one, just one small spark, a smile, a
love it.
hug, a hand in the dark. I give it to three and they carry it on till peace is the rhythm in everyone's song. It crosses a street, a border, a sea, from 1 to 3, then 3 to 3. By 21 steps, it serves.
Oh, daily homegrown. There's no doubt about it. Everything that is. Dewey said it. Said it, and now here it is happening. And I promise you, I didn't even touch it. It just happened on its own. Sometimes, you know what I mean? The world works in mysterious ways. All right, daily homegrown Project 21 is 3 to the power of 20. Pay it forward. The if 3 people go tell 3 more people, and those 3 people tell 3 more people, 21 times down the line, we have like 10 billion something, which is more people than there are, or it's more instances than there are people in the world. So synchronicity, yeah, it's my hope that, like, I don't, you know, I've had a lot of people ask me in the past. They were like, how many followers do you got? How many people listen in? I said, you don't understand. That's not what I do. I do Thursdays for the fucking people who show up on Thursday, and I fucking enjoy it so much just having this conversation with my friends. If I wanted to do something for clout or for racing some shit, I'd fucking run it. But this isn't for it, man. Like, I think there's something bigger. If we can just make sure, and I can make sure that I say the things that mean the most. Peace, love, and understanding, right? Happiness, health, love, and fulfillment. If we understand how to use all of those, to make those just not words, to actually, like, achieve the fucking thing, right? And that's why I preach the same things over and over. I say the same words and I linger on the same topics, is because I really believe these are the things that are breaking it. I genuinely believe that people having political ties and saying I'm one way or the other, and then fighting somebody on a politician fucking saying something, it's slavery. Mental. I think by claiming a religion, you're denouncing 2,900, 3,000 other religions. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that you can't, if you can't see the destruction in that, if you can't see the fact that it will bring forth nothing but fighting, but the fact that I'm better than you, and what the fuck? It's the same thing with sports teams. Again, in good spirit, all of it is fine. But let me tell you what, when you watch full-grown men beat each other up outside of a football stadium while wearing another dude's shirt that they've never met, that they'll never know because they got too belligerently drunk off the fucking way too expensive alcohol inside the stadium. If you can't see that this is fucking Rome, the Colosseum 2.0, like, just take one fucking, like, history class or one fucking sociology class, right? Like, understand the implications of some of these things. And I'm not telling people what to do. I'm just trying to preach the things that I think are breaking it way more than not. Um, and I think that if I can keep pushing along the way, going, hey guys, look, fine, like your sports team, enjoy watching football on Sunday. Just drop talking shit to the other guy who's watching his team. These guys are fucking full-grown men who have families and shit. They're going to work. I don't need them to break his fucking neck, blow his fucking knee up. What the hell are we talking about? We're savages, dog. Take a fucking side in a war. You're like, what the fuck do you mean? It's okay to kill some other people? Because like this shit has just gone too far. Our thought process is barbaric in ways. And it breaks my heart to sit back and watch and go like, is anybody gonna do anything about this? Is anybody gonna say anything? Or are all of us just gonna allow the fucking digression of, you know, the human species around us to just happen overnight? And like, I think one of the things is I listened to this doctor. I listened to this thing recently. It was a doctor on what is the thinking like a CEO or something like that. It's a podcast that I really enjoy watching. The guy had a doctor on who had she's a neuroscientist. She is teaching at like Yale, Harvard, Stanford, one of the fucking big name Ivy League fucking, and she has a brain hemorrhage in her left hemisphere that causes her a stroke. And because the left side of our brain deals with all the processing of like motor functions, speech, context, verbiage, reading. On the right side of our brain is very kind of blank. It's just in the present. It's just now. It's the reactions. It's the right side of your brain, the unconscious side of your brain, is the thing that makes you duck and move the fuck out of the way before your left brain goes, hey, there is something coming at my head, and now it's time for me to duck and move out of the way. Like, there is a natural reaction. That's more right brain thing. And she talks about how intoxicants help you kind of get into these different parts of the brain, and like, there's something to be said for THC in this. You know, all intoxicants, I'm sure we all have used more than one in our life, but some of us shut down that precise technical book fucking scripture and live in the very present now. What can I manipulate? What is immediately around me? It's what I talk about all the time, like how we get rid of anxiety with cannabis is because when we have anxiety, we're thinking about everything that's outside the room. But the second we consume some cannabis, boom, that room shrinks down. We're inside of our feels. We can feel it sitting in our chest. We can feel it racing through our minds. We realize that the only things that we can really at times take care of or manipulate is the stuff that we can physically touch with our hands. So it helps to shrink the world down into a very, instead of having the racing of all the words on the left brain, we shut down and we go, holy shit, I'm present in my right brain. I'm comfortable, I'm cozy, I'm fine. This intoxication I feel is nice, it's warm, it's gentle, it's allowed the races to quit. Anyway, be here now. I love that. This is 100% it. I would love to see within our lifetime a time where there was less fighting to get to the point where we've overcome something or we've made a solution to something, and I would like to see more conversating happen so that we get to the point of understanding and acceptance. Um, that's why it kind of flows the way it does too, right? Like peace is the first word in the name, love is the second one. Well, a lot of people, I mean, I think, you know, you can be in a place of love, but it's like it can also be non-peaceful, not understood, not like I need to prove my point versus you need to prove your point. Instead of like, let's come at this mutually, no fucking standpoint, no ground. I don't care about a damn thing in the world. I can overcome anything and we can solve any problem. What is the problem though? Can we both agree that the problem is the problem? Can you understand how I would have a problem with something of that capacity? And I think a lot of rash decisions are made sometimes, and it's not, you know, yeah, it's not made because of never attribute to malice what you can attribute to incompetence. It's the fact that we don't know. Somebody ain't trying to hurt you, but everything has been made up to be a debate. Pick a side. And then just by associating yourself as something, by being on the right side of it, now you have a better chance of winning something. And like, there's not a lot of winning in war. Not a lot of winning in politics. You know, like, there's just, you know. So, Project 21, preach that same rhetoric over and over again. Try to beg people to, like, you know, go away from the identity, right? Because, like, while sitting here, right, barring that there is over on this far right side of my screen over here, a picture of my face, and up in the camera up there, there's a little flipped up screen so I can see. But, like, think I'm looking over here where there is no fucking actual picture of my face. Do you know what you look like? And you try to off of some saved image in your brain, but like we don't know what the fuck we are or who we are or what we like. We got to get over the identity of it. But hopefully, I don't know. Let's start reading our opinion. Well, even what we know can be challenged, right? The things that we're confident work today might not work tomorrow because they're only built off of the construct of our current time and space. And if that goes away, then tomorrow isn't a guarantee that is what we know anymore. So, everything can be changed. Reality. Look at the same problem and argue, dude. Right? It's always about the problem. Well, and I'm not saying that somebody hasn't been raised under a circumstance where their truth is something different than my truth. But that's a place of acceptance and a place of empathy that I think is like, for somebody who has it, we go, well, why doesn't everybody think like that? But there's people just who aren't. There's people who have had way more rough upbringings and teachings and have not made it to they haven't had the same level of experience that we have to find the levels of comforts that we know or to be in the cognitive spaces that we are. So like I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel really like I'm the older I get, the more I try to not be opinionated, because an opinion most of the times is a more belief based than it is knowledge based. To have knowledge of something is to be able to represent it And for everybody around to go, well, that's, I mean, that is what it is, according to the way that we all accept it. 1 + 1 is 2, right? And again, I've argued that thing before too. Like, that is all perception. 1 + 1 is 2, so long as 1 + 1 isn't 3. Which, how do you even fucking say what you're saying? Well, what if one man and one woman come together? They have a baby. That means 1 + 1 just became 3. So, like, there's means of using the words to make our point more true, but in a context and in a space and time, there can be a completely different meaning to those words to somebody else. And like, Deerhead 931, what is up, my friend? Holy shit! Ski yeet! What's up, dog? I knew who it was. Y'all driving? I'm just over here ranting it out about how we should all just be better people, dude. How everybody should just smoke a joint. How much? Dude, I got this thing on the... Oh, it has not even moved off 10. Oh, I'm fucked. Error 2. Error 2. Hi! Oh my god, it turned on, y'all. Oh, it's 69 degrees. Look at this thing. Oh! Ski yay! Hey, this is the other herb vaporizer that I got. I need to try and pack it up before it gets up to too high of a temp. I want to smoke today. Go to 420. That sounds right. Dag nabbit. All right. Yeah, boy. Kyle, that's what I'm saying, man. A lot of what, oh my god, I got plenty of weed to pack this up. Alright, let's not say that. Just inside the grinder currently, trying to get it in there. Get it in there like swimwear. Well, this song was about YouTube fucking me over. Entered Arkansas, my guy. Drive safe, my boys. My friends, here's to all of you who can smoke currently. I'm gonna shoot this one for you, with you, because I love you. Whoops! Oh, wow. This thing tastes great. Holy shit. It's still going to temp. We're at 360. Thanks, Daily Homegrown. I appreciate the fuck out of it. You know, yeah. Fuck yeah. I appreciate that. Little pineapple OG. Yeah, daily. I can't even tell you how much I do appreciate that. I do like to get very philosophical at times. I'll tell you all. Today I ate this fucking CBD cap, took the fattest rip off this pen, and got super in this space of like, um, it was like massive euphoria, but also like, well, I got into my feels. I got philosophical in my thought process. Pineapple hash, well, shit, yeah, run that. I got super. Oh, see, look, it went to 420 now. Bingo, bango. I got super philosophical in my thoughts, and I was really like, um, I think I like to talk on the deeper subjects of things sometimes. I like to know why, right? I like to ask other people around me if, like, am I the only one going through this shit? Or are we all we're all feeling some shit. We're all feeling something. And, like, I know that I would love things to be easier for me at times. Well, then how can't I want that for y'all, too? And then that should just spread out to everybody. This shit should be way cooler.
I'm like, what he said. I'm like, what he said.
Dude, Guapo, I did enjoy the fuck out of that round today. Hell yeah, Frank. Hell yeah, Daily. I appreciate it. It is what, man. Mr. John Voight, happy Thursday night, my brother. Dude, can I tell you what? I almost think I like the flavor of this thing more than I do the damn Omura. That Omura does taste good, but this thing is just giving a nice... It's probably because it's hotter. Ah, boy. Shit, man. Not a whole lot up. Just, you know, rapping about the new hemp ban with my homies. I got a perspective on it, but I'm going to tell you the truth. My perspective on it is, again, get rid of all licensed cannabis outside and make everybody re-licensed for their cannabis process, hemp or not, and allow each individual to grow so many plants and then just call it a day. Because it makes an equal market. So, like, even if we did the thing where, like, in Michigan at the beginning, my 10 plants, your 10 plants, we all put our 10 plants together, and now we can have 1,000 plants. At least I get the 10 plants worth of profit back out of it, right? Like, I've contributed my part to it. Or allow those people to grow their own and do their thing. Like, if they wanted to process it, they wanted to sell it, they wanted to fucking, what's that called? The markets, the fucking farmers market. You know, that'd be the coolest shit in the whole entire world. Daily homegrown, you try to throw a disc? Let's go fucking disc golf, fam. I find the disc after I throw, I win and go home. Oh, John, we can do this thing. It was tragic. Oh, it's such a good. I mean, when you get Milan. I mean, I'd be willing to fucking make a trip for fucking daily. But Daily Homegrown, they got some discs now that you can throw like a fucking frisbee and you'll be in good shape. I got your back, dude. We'll put a glitch in your hand, you'll be fine. Yeah, and honestly, nobody's good at anything they do the first time they do it, right? So, dude, I just remembered that I don't smoke a lot of fucking weed nowadays. Alright. Got this now for. I'm just sitting over here chooching on this thing. Y'all are gonna get me fucked up. I do love this shit. I think that's it too. Started babysitting the shit out of it there for a minute though. But man, why am I babysitting this thing? I gotta hit it again. And you know, my thoughts caught up and were like, dude, settle. Yeah, I appreciate that, Daily. You know what? Again, I think like anything that somebody does well, if somebody's doing something well and it's something even that you can visibly see happening, you're like, holy shit, that's really neat. Like, I think juggling's super fucking neat, to be honest with you. I think it's crazy as shit to have that level of coordination. If you tried to watch me, and I can juggle 3 things for about 3 or 4 rotations. Then for some reason, there is just a disconnect in my brain that's like, I cannot figure out how to keep this thing going constantly. And I'm sure I could sit there and practice it a ton, but like the discouragement of like, fuck, I've dropped that damn hecky sack for the last time today, you know? That sets in and then bingo bango. Holy shit, Daily. This guy says book some that is hospitality like you don't find a lot, you know? And that's why the cannabis space has always been the one that I turn to more than any of the rest of them. I think there's just something about it, like if you're a cannabis consumer and you talk to somebody else who's a cannabis consumer, there's this like thing. It's telepathic, but it's empathetic, right? It's like this, like, I can tell you're in a space and you can tell I'm in a space and we're together and like, yeah, you're my people. Immediate connection. Then y'all know everybody's got that really, really, really drunk friend. Or relative or something, right? When somebody drinks way too fucking much and they're just so unapproachable and they're just so... And I'm not saying it to be rude to anybody. I fucking love everybody. I hope that those people who are drinking too much stop drinking as much and start consuming some fucking cannabis. I really do believe it's a beautiful alternative to the thing, but... yeah, man. See? What I'm talking about. God, I mean, fucking dude. We were literally talking about it today. Right? And even if you individually enjoy consuming alcohol, go ahead and do it. I'm not saying you fucking aren't allowed to. If you want my opinion, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, so long as you're not taking advantage of somebody else. And I think with intoxicants, you can get to that point unbeknownst to yourself, unknowing of your own actions. Like, that's why I dislike alcohols. But I think some people are very capable of controlling it and functioning in it. So, in me saying that, I'm not mad at anybody doing fucking anything, but we all know the person who does it too much. And, you know, like, I don't care. Like, I know people who smoke way too much cannabis. And I say way too much as somebody who, like, consumes a decent amount in my day. Right now, I'm kind of a Sally about it. But, like, in my day, I've put some cannabis down. And I've seen other people around me, I'm going, you're doing too much. You're just, you know, like, if you're telling me you can't feel the shit anymore and it fucking doesn't do anything for you, like, this is what I tell people all the time. Like, cannabis does something for me every single time I use it. And if it didn't, I wouldn't use it. It doesn't make sense to me. But the amount of people around me that are like, I don't even know if I feel this shit anymore. I'm like, whoa, well, you're misusing the fuck out of it. Even if they're past that and they're doing a dab while I'm telling them that they fucking do too much cannabis, I still would rather hang out with them over a belligerent fucking drum. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's just like there's a different speed to cannabis. There's just a different tone, and but to me, it's personal peace, personal love, it's personal understanding, it's interpersonal peace, it's interpersonal love, and it's interpersonal understanding. There's a thing that, like, when we feel good smoking our little bit of whatever, chilling in our space, that is what's going on for the person across from us. And to know that, like, you know what I mean? I think that there is a root of empathy for everybody. I think that cannabis helps teach some level of empathy, or it just naturally ingrains some level of empathy. Yeah. That's why I will advocate for it forever. Outside of that, boy, have I seen some I've seen some miracles. I've seen some glory stories. I have seen, dude, cancer, epilepsy, MS, fibromyalgia, IBS, Crohn's. I've watched people use this for schizophrenia, which is a touchy subject for the cannabis space. Directly use it for their schizophrenia and come out feeling much better about it. I've watched people use this thing for dementia, another touchy space for what we're using, and have some really good fucking results with it. I've watched even the most controversial, that's what I'm saying, like, medical conditions get a benefit from this thing. And for that, and a lot of times, what I think the difference maker was when people had access to excess cannabinoids. CBD, THCV, CBG, CBC, CBN. I'll preach those 5 cannabinoids because of their availability, mostly, but also because they were the fucking eye-opener for me. CBD might just be the single eye-opener for me that I needed. But I don't think, if you don't understand what it means to be an epileptic, or you've never seen somebody with epilepsy, and it's hard to perceive why those things get talked about so much. And everybody has seen a seizure and understands maybe a grand mal because that's what everybody sees all the time. But damn, I knew the fucking technical term. It was on the tip of my tongue. I'm gonna call it a temporary lapse seizure again because I'm fucking a rookie. But they fuck, it was trying to come out again. I was trying. Anyway, seizures for Like, oh my God. CBD in seizures alone changed my whole perspective on what people should be doing with cannabis. When I saw fibromyalgia, all right? So for those of you who don't know what fibromyalgia is, um, and I don't even know if it's classified as an autoimmune disease, okay? But fibromyalgia is literally the condition that lumps together everybody who has a chronic inflammation, okay? So, inflammation, muscle swelling, joint swelling, all of the spasticity in muscles. I mean, it's a different thing than inflammation, but can cause the inflammation. Anything that is causing that, like, kind of stretching against its norm and capacity, we all deal with it. Gravity causes inflammation. It's crunching our bones down on top of themselves. Not super heavy, not whatever, but it's doing it slowly. It's trying to, everything is trying to push us down into the ground. So, CBD for inflammation, it was like the first thing where I was like, whoa. People who have fibromyalgia, who don't come in and go, oh my God, ow, pain, pain, pain. Inflammation causes pain, right? But aren't stuck behind this false, like, pain isn't a real thing, even though it's a thing. Pain is pain is tissue to Kleenex. But everybody keeps saying Kleenex. And I'm like, no. Like, pain is Kleenex to tissue. Because different categories exist. Like, inflammation causes pain, headache causes pain, neuropathy causes pain. There's a million things that can cause pain. And pain as a direct thing might not be as real as what everybody says, but when I watch people who use CBD in fibromyalgia or inflammation to reduce their inflammation, and understand when I say use it in consistency so that we reduce the inflammation over time and don't just do one big dose and then come back and then one big dose and then come back. We just kind of keep the thing working at it so that we reduce the inflammation over time and keep just a better confines of the inflammation. Instead of letting it rage all the time, just keep it confined. People who work on their inflammation and don't directly try to seek pain relief tend to have some of the best results I've ever seen, and that's why I can't just get behind the preaching of like high THC pain relief, or THC as the alleviant to other things. Like, it's what we all know. It's the intoxication we all know. It's the comfort that we all know, but only to a degree, because a lot of what we also know is terpene value, is excess cannabinoids, kind of playing in on the outlier of that, giving it some direction, giving it some body, giving it some excess besides the very bland THC effect.
Whatever it is, you know the biz. Leave a like, pack a pipe, and let's get on with it. If you wanna work
Hell yeah, Dot. Hopefully, Frank, I hope it all works out, brother. Deputy G, man, what's good, brother? How are you doing, fam? Happy Thursday. Love CBD, and I love you. Root cause treatment is the way forward. Holy shit. Preach. Preach. And I think it's very easy to associate, again, the word pain to all these things, but like, in cannabis is so good at doing it in the same way that, like, cannabis can help all of these subcategories, right? 50 plus conditions cannabis is capable of helping. Um, but like, it's just one thing. It's just cannabis. You know, like it's that back and forth of it where it's like it's so broad of a thing. At the same time, it's so narrow. Like it's like, why do we have to call it more than what it is? But yeah, I don't want anybody to be. I don't want anybody to feel anxiety and depression. And it's not that you're not going to feel them, because these things are a natural occurrence, especially in the way that we all don't get along very much. But it doesn't have to. It's always been like my point. I think that we can overcome a lot of this shit. We can find an agreeable space, and I think cannabis is a great starting point for it. Like I just said, like, you know. Yeah. I would love nothing more than for in our lifetimes to not have to look over your shoulder so regular. You know? To not be so scared the second you see a fucking cop car. Wild shit. You know, where is the day where, like, we all are kind of looking out for one another? We're all fucking on the same page as one another, and it's like, no. Yeah. How don't we realize that what we are all working towards is the same shit? Happiness, health, love, and wealth. That's it. And regardless if your priorities are fucked up in that way, that's really the main thing. You know, I'll bring this study back up again. It's been a while since I've talked about it. There was a study done at one of the bigger colleges about what currently human attention span is used for. And 33% of people were thinking about money more throughout the day than any other factor. Just money. How you make it, what do you do with it, how am I going to spend it, the terror of it, the joy of it. Money, 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 money. 33% of humans thought about money. Another 33% of the people in this fucking study thought more in a day about looks than anything else. How they looked, how the person across from them looked, what we look like. I gotta put makeup on. Oh my god, does my hair look okay? What, do I look fat in this? All of that shit. We think more about the looks of something or the appeal of something. Oh, we gotta put the decorations on it. Better decorate. Better do all of that is the looks and appeal of it. So 66% of people with any level of consistency or regularity are thinking about looks and money. That's what I'm saying, Gary Bear. Jeez, thank you. I'm trying my hardest not to, you know? I try to slim down all the features. There's, yeah. I mean, the screen that I can see, like, this big over. So, possible. But yeah, I got, like, I'll suck my cheeks in. Look more square at the camera. I put the skinny glasses on. The old heart frames. Horse. uh, did you ever see fuck was that guy? Yeah. No, you're 100% right, Daily. Yeah, somebody told me I looked like the villain from the Superman movies back in the day. Yeah. Hey, welcome to the rodeo. All right. I don't know how to fucking turn this. Yeah. Here we go. Bottom and. Oh no. Gonna die. Oh. 82 degrees. Let's hope. The battery thing is pretty much at the bottom. Oh, guys. Look at how sad smoking electronically. Do you see that? Yep, right above Fahrenheit. The battery is absolutely blanked. I don't know how this thing is heating up still. But it's gonna go. I'm gonna smoke this thing for a little bit if you want to smoke something too. We're not. Uh-oh. It's flashing. Oh, it's going down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Electronic smoking. What a fucking joke. Yeah. Yes. Friends on a scale of 1. How dumb is it? All of your answers. 7. This is really neat when it works, but boy does it suck when it doesn't. Am I ready for a dab? I don't think. Brush my. Oh, that thing is dirty. Oh. Never been so disappointed. That's it. Never been. Well, I've been disappointed.
If I die in the morning, I'll die saying one thing. The ballot or the bullet. The ballot or the bullet. Though our paths may diverge, the struggle remains echoing in the heart. The ballot or the bullet.
Oh, I got an electronic smoking device here. Brought it with. Oh, what a save. It's a vape pen. Y'all might hate on it. Some people don't like smoking vape pens. I say smoke what makes you happy. But this thing actually does taste incredible. It is a live resin thing, so it's got more of the cannabis direct. I think it does have a little added terps to it. This thing tastes orangey. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it is cannabis derived terps. I don't know. It tastes good. Oh yeah. This is the thing you gotta watch out for. To cook yourself up, friend.
Prepared for the fight. Our voices rise together across the vast expanse. The ballot or the bullet. Our stance in this dance.
I hit cannabis news over here real quick too to see. Oh, I bet it did crush the cannabis stock market. Is anybody? I'm sorry, I'm not a stock fucking page, nor don't take any legal fucking fucking investing advice for me now. Fuck, I don't know shit about investing, but I'm gonna tell you what. I bet they got beat. I'm looking. I'm going to look. Please, bear with me for. How do I get there?
Whispers in the wind
Huh.
carry tales of our plight. Hope and courage intertwine, ready for flight.
There it is. I got it. Saved. Saved. Here we go.
A destiny to define.
Okay, go back. Oh, it ain't that bad. Well, also, I mean, it is. It's mostly down.
Breaks on the horizon.
Like, let's see.
Dreams take
They're not.
flight. Hearts filled with passion, prepared for the fight. Our voices rise together.
Oh,
Across
as
the
bad
vast
as 10% in some places.
or the bullet, our stance in this dance.
1,000 employees. E.
As the
E.
world slowly spins,
Oh,
the
sorry.
choice is
Sorry.
ours to make.
Looking at cannabis.
Begins with
Happening.
every beat of hearts.
Anita and Lucy, what's up, my friends?
We forge tomorrow with the ballot, not the bullet. Our
Man, Dr. Dank Nugs, I appreciate you a ton, and I wish you the best, brother. We'll definitely chat soon. But yeah, I just pulled up other cannabis news over here. I just typed in cannabis news. I actually have a button for up. Fucking Google. It's cannabis news happens, so don't worry. Thursday night thing. But everything is literally about the hemp ban. New hemp cannabis law. Deadly Trump admin raid a California farm cost company $26 million. Oh my god. Oh. How the new national ban on hemp could affect the Texas market. Oh, Georgia Commission approved a license for a new medical cannabis dispensary as demand grows. That's good. Good job, Georgia. More medical cannabis dispensaries out there. I'm an advocate for medical cannabis. Brandon Krieger. Sorry to hear it. We've been talking about it. The hemp ban. Don't let it get you down. You know, like I was saying to everybody too, there's potential loopholes. Let's wait and see how this all shakes out. There's 90 days at least for sure. There's 365 days built into it. So, you know, 364 left. We got time. It's happening fast, but it's like there's time. Daily Homegrown. Enjoy the rest of your night with Mrs. Brother. Thank you so much for being here. I would absolutely love to set it up where we hang out soon. Hell yeah. Thank you. Honestly, said typos. Hell now. Daily, I honestly appreciate it too. Thank you so much for the interactions. Dang.
Anybody here who believes in summertime at all? I know there's a few of us sun-baked bodies in here tonight. We're gonna do a beach song.
No,
for you all.
well, Brandon, 100%.
And we'll dedicate it to
Right?
everybody who's got a little bit of sand in their brick.
That's what I was saying too. I know people very close to
Come on out of those waves.
who are very tied to the hemp space of
Well then, notice the
I know somebody who is who gave up on some other bigger life things going on to become part of this market. Now it was a while back, but has done everything to and stayed compliant. The local government and him had their agreeances. Everybody knows what's going on. Like it's no you know, secret. And as long as they stayed within the confines of, then it's fine to go, right? So, um, yeah, I'm. Oh, Daily Homegrown. Are you going to Urban Legend?
I'll tell you what it is.
But yeah, the loan thing is kind of sick. Um, again, uh,
Wait a second. I got Bam Bam, Banana Pops, Dixie Cup. All flavors and push-ups too.
you know what? I wish I had fucking Adobe Audition so I could run that damn clip.
I got one more. I'm usually passing by.
Um, but yeah, Brandon, you know, the again, it's not that they have to stop doing what they're doing. They have to stop doing one avenue of what they're doing. Brandon, yeah. Um, we're contemplating going to the Urban Legends. Probably gonna be a last minute call for me. I'm not like horribly. I actually want to go, but we're in like crunch time for some shit going on around us. So trying to be as present and available to get the things done at home. We'll see. So it's you know, gonna be a last minute call here. I would like to, and as Guapo has said, he's right. Probably worth it. Take that into. Oof. Oh. 40 pounds of illegal cannabis product. See, that's the thing that like kills me. I'm just looking at some other news stories over here. Falcons things. Derby smoke shop. Worker arrested after buying 40 pounds of illegal cannabis. Like, while it stands, I would sure fucking be claiming hemp, right? But that's the whole other thing. Like, people who are running smoke shops and legitimate businesses that are storing their cannabis inside their legitimate business, as some of us were talking about earlier, like, why are you doing that to? Why are we so loud on social media? Why are we so like, y'all don't realize this is still cannabis? Like, the second that they made these little laws, it didn't like flip the switch to like go ahead and be like loud and showy and belligerent. And if that's what we perceived or somebody thinks is happening, oh, how wrong. Yeah, that sucks. I'm just trying to see if there's any like good medical breakthrough news in the news, because those tend to be the things. Maine expands recall on cannabis vape cartridges. Another recall in another state on the vape cartridges. Um, The Wall Street Journal fucking writes Congress market for a new kind of cannabis. Now it wants to ban it. Yeah, effectively. Oh yeah, this was wild. I saw this earlier. Grand Rapids had a armed robbery at the cannabis shop. Um, this is why too. I think that we need to fix the regulations against it. These places shouldn't have to operate such cash heavy. The banking problem in cannabis, disgusting. Like, fix that. Nobody should have to be fucking arm robbed in a fucking and if cannabis is more available and there's like, why are you going into the fucking heavily videotaped place and like, or anywhere? I think anywhere it's crazy, but like, you're trying to rob this place for a couple of fucking joints or something, or a bag of money. Like, how much money do you think these places have? And even if they were foolish like we were in the past, which they're not anymore, you know, the most you're gonna get from a company at any time is not enough to go fucking to be on national news outlet. Was it? And that's it, dude. Like, I want it to be THC flower, right? Like, I want, like, that's the way I would claim it until whatever happens. Well played. Help it. You know, the one thing that like gets me more than anything, and I just wanna remind everybody, they made a law about fucking the definition of hemp. While there's still a massive problem in the healthcare, insurance wise and all, like there's a, you know what I mean? That thing is just crazy. How can you spend enough attention to fucking put this through, but you're not willing to like revamp? Yeah, anyway. Wild. Help it. Yeah, it's not looking like any big medical that's funny as hell. A cannabis company in the last Prisoner Project launched Clemency Kush. It's a vape to advance cannabis. That's hilarious as fuck.
On the number 2, we doing what we do. Hubba bubba honey, happy meal, go crazy. Wiggle woggle dilly doddle, double down. You know I gotta eat a skeeter, pancake eater. You and me for now and later. Two sweet pink cheeks, can a double double do made this
Orders
one
approved
just
proposition applies adult use on in the state. There was this is in California. Hope that the market distant tax dollars with programs or 7 years later the says struggling to stay afloat. Response, Assemblyman ever or which suspends the scheduled excise tax. Dude, that's what I'm saying. That everything that's going on, even in like regulated markets, isn't. Oh, I have not been fucking. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I think like yeah, I think Daily Homegrown said it, where it's like um the the wheel of government um made to flow, not go backward. Right? I think that's kind of what he said. The effects of um there's chance, there's like, I mean, there's always like this optimistic hope that I think I can cling to, where there will be a silver lining in that, like, you could expose, like, you know what I mean? Everybody has the chance to just make something new of it and invest with it. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm an advocate for recriminalizing or taking away all the license, break down the framework for legal cannabis, because I think the way that they introduce it's broken, and I think the way that they're progressing is broken. You know, and me saying that as somebody who has tried to become part. I mean, I have existed, but I want to become part of that industry. I think that I just love cannabis, and I would love to figure out my space in it, where I can be as most effective. But like that whole industry, and it's not even because of maybe the businesses themselves. It's because of the regulation against the businesses might make it so hard to operate in a manner that is beneficial to, you know, the culture of it, the community in it.
If only we could all just find serenity. It would be nice if we could live as one. When will all this anger, hate, and bigotry be gone? I'm just a dreamer. I dream my life away.
Oh, here. This is the slowest. Yeah, I'm better off fucking plugging this thing into a potato. I've had this fucking electronic thing plugged in since I had the struggle with it. It's at 2%, bro. Pop, I need a better computer, bro.
In the soul line flows, no mask on my face. Got a glam mustache, kid, how you see some lace?
Oh, what a bop. Alright. Hold on. I just got another one. I'm going to bring it up just for a minute. Angling the influence of cannabis use on binge drinking. Study finds cannabis use decreases likelihood of excessive drinking at a certain age. Half of American adults drink alcohol, and 17% of them binge drink. More than 5 drinks in one sitting for men, and more than 4 for women. According to the Centers for Control and Prevention, binge drinking costs the economy $250 billion each year. It can lead to problems such as increased exposure to violence, injury, overdose, alcohol poisoning, and women miscarriage, stillbirth. Oof. This type of excessive drinking is most common among younger adults, and using cannabis during late adolescence or early adult use known to increase the risk of engagement in drinking. Now, new research from the Arizona State University Department of Psychology shows that this increase in risk of binge drinking for cannabis use varies with age, peaking around the age 20. We found that during the ages of 18 to 20, cannabis motivated people binge drink more often, while later in adulthood, around the age of 24, it motivated them to binge drink less. Dichotomy has consequences for prevention and treatment effort. Study uses cannabis use and alcohol consumption data. National Consortium. Oh my god, I'm a fucking god damn it, Biz. God damn it, Guap. Now you can put me in the fucking category too. Oh my god. Consortium on Alcohol and Neurodevelopment in Adolescents, a long-term study of over 500 participants, sites in California, Oregon, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. Work was published in Alcohol Clinical Experimental Research. 500, again, you guys hear me say it a lot of times. We're in the day and age where there is a lot more possibility for data share, and it just sucks that like studies like this aren't more readily available. People aren't getting into more of them, especially if it's just questionnaires. But I mean, I guess I understand why, because everybody gets criminalized on everything that they fucking allow their data to be. Sucks. Brandon, yeah, I know a lot of people who use alcohol as the alternative. They're drinking THC as an alternative alcohol, but I'm Delta 9 THC drinks will still be available for a lot of people. If you exist in a market that sucks, you're getting overcharged, overtaxed, and whatever for your drink products, that sucks. In the hemp space, they were able to make stuff more cost effective. So I would say, yes, you're absolutely right in that regard. Like, it might get more expensive for people, but there still should be access. And if you are trying to curb alcoholism, as I beg many, there will still be that alternative. You don't have to immediately go back to alcohol now because they took away your other thing. Right? And I know that you don't mean that by saying, I just like to try and clarify on that fact. Like, you know, we can all be mad at cannabis industry for how it played out, and how people are more profiteers than they are connoisseurs or health people. But I don't think that holding that against them makes it any better for any of us. That's why, like, if you listen to the Two Dope Dudes at all, when I talk a lot on there, I'm okay with all cannabis. Maybe I act frumpy, and maybe I have an opinion towards it that could seem biased one way or the other, like I'm pro or against. Like, I don't care. I do think that it sucks that some people get preferential treatment through what's going on, and I think that it sucks that some people are profiting more aggressively from their preferential treatment. Like, that sucks. I also think that it sucks that the legal market has tried to glorify itself to be something more than it is, and opened up different licenses for people to enter, i.e. the infuser license in Illinois or the transportation license in Illinois. Even in some capacity, fucking craft grow license, because even though they're brilliant, right? Like 5,000 square feet to start and a 14,000 square foot extension if you prove your worthiness or whatever, um, still perils in comparison the 220,000 square feet that legacy growers get in our market. So like, you know, it, you know, shit. I feel like what is it, like 15 times larger? You know, like one full blown legacy license gets 15 times the amount as the maximum increase if you're deemed worthy enough from the state expansion. Like, uh but yeah. So aside from that, which is sad because I it's access to cannabis. Every single person who has always
You were chilling at the sesh spot when I
oh
lit my first J.
stash spot.
Rolling fatties,
All right.
curing
Anyway,
power, hydroponic all day. I trimmed the buds, gave 'em love, watch those crystals grow bright. Now you're
yeah. Don't
puffing on
let
my heart just like it's yours by right.
as my friend Guapo likes to say, don't let perfection be the enemy of good. And was hemp drinks being available perfection of the use of plant or those cannabinoids? Like, no, but was it access to that has been cut out? Yes. So, but it's not that there isn't an alternative someplace, because there is some alternative, and you know, even then, maybe within some of the regulated market, um, yeah, it kind of depends. Like what cannabinoids you'll be able to find, methods of ingestion. Like there is some variety that you get more readily available, which is convenience is everything.
I was just a casual toker, barely knew a vape from a pipe. You showed me terps and trichomes, gave my high a new hype. But
Ah, Gary, I don't know about that. Not while you're around.
I've got connects.
I appreciate the fuck out of you.
Need your kush finesse. Dank weed, don't you miss the OG flavor? Don't you want my dank weed? I was your plug and savior. Used to say it's only bud. Now you're ghosting me. That's cold as crud. Oh, don't you want my dank weed? It's that sticky, icky potion. Don't you want my dank weed? Puts your soul in slow motion. Don't act like you don't crave that haze. We were blazing every day.
Oh, this song kind of hits a little bit harder than I thought it did. I like that. Think we. Oh man. um. Yeah. Good rant. So drinking, got that. Yeah. Anybody else got anything they'd like to talk about? Again, I think key takeaways. The you know, they defined a container. They put a new limit, the 0.4 milligrams. We're gonna hear about that, I'm sure, a ton. Synthesized cannabinoids, which means what have they been derived from? Is it plant derived or synthesized? There's a few things. What else? Processors. That's gonna be a little bit weird of a situation. Not going hot. It's gonna be a big topic of conversation. what is the next loophole? Will there be another loophole? I believe that again the interpretation of words around a very uninterpreted plant is, you know, a whole new thing. But what will the FDA actually play in this role? Again, it's, you know, with a rescheduling, how big of a play does that level of oversight play a factor in the market? Yeah. What else? Is there anything else that was really big? No. Milligram cap. Total THC versus Delta 9 THC. Words that we'll all have to understand to now navigate this market. If you're part of the market, if you have used it before, if you haven't used it, if you've been looking to use it, if you're confused on what to do, I beg you all, just drop it somewhere around here in the live comments, in the after show comments. I'll get to them, I promise. Yeah. I think my perspective on it is to stay optimistic for you because you're smart enough. I don't know how much optimism you give towards politics and politicians to begin with, so quit doing so much of that because it'll drive you fucking nuts and up a wall. Remember, no matter what, we all existed in a black market within our lifetimes. So the only people, and I know Aaron Lowe's statement, the next generation of cannabis consumers is turning 21 today. There's people who will never have to grow up in a space where they could not go to a store and pick up cannabis, right? Where they had to go to some guy's house, a shady fucking, you know, purchase process, whatever the hell you had to go through. There are people who will never know that. There are people who will never have to know the fear of having fucking $10 worth of weed and a fucking dirty pipe in your trunk while driving past a cop, right? There's some people, and like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want those days of fear to go away. We're all fucking, there's no need to feel guilty to feel good. How crazy is that? And the fact that these people are allowed to criminalize and make people guilty of the occurrence of possession, consumption, exchange of a product that is cannabis is got to be still one of the most far-fetched, crazy concepts that I think a lot of us will ever have. There's a lot of wild shit that goes on, but this is one of the wildest things that we have to live through. While we see intoxicants and chemical compositions that kill at so much higher of a rate than, and still we don't recognize death in America for cannabis direct. Can it play a factor in it? Was it in the system of people who have passed away from certain things, even medical conditions? Yes, there's no denying that. But as a direct source or a direct cause, in the same way that alcohol is the direct cause of somebody being under the influence and slamming the car and you know, there are just a lot of factors that come into play here where, like, why are people looking at this plant in such a negative and derogatory manner? And I will continually advocate, try to do my best to make sense of what this plant is for others. I will continually try my hardest to beg everybody, including all of my friends who use cannabis regularly, to respect the other properties of the plant that exist, including different cannabinoids, different terpenoids, different methods of ingestion, being aware of the impact of each of them so that when the time comes for us to use this thing as a medicine, or we have somebody close to us who would benefit from the use of this thing as a medicine, we all know with confidence how to go back to this plant and go, you know what, with some level of plant medicine, regardless if we're medical professionals or not, I am not, so don't take my word for it, right? But ask your medical professional about it, because I think they would genuinely back me up when I'm saying it. There are parts of this plant that are genuinely beneficial to some very deteriorative conditions, including the wild glory stories that come from, you know, cancer, epilepsy. Again, the list just goes on and on, for people who have benefited from cannabis. And I'm grateful to have it be part of my life, to not necessarily feel the fear, to live within the confines, and to try not to break any of the laws that would criminalize me in a weird capacity. How much do you know about the... I mean, I would love to hear what you were talking about. I know a lot about cannabinoids, terpenoids, and the methods of ingestion, which are, I think, a very good framework for how to use cannabis as a symptom alleviator. Now, I understand that there are plant proteins, that hemp seed oil is very beneficial, high in omega-3 fatty acids, right? And I think, or is it omega-6? Which one do we get too much of, and which one? I think it's 3 that we're looking for and 6 that we get too much of. So I think it's high in omega-3 fatty acids. I know that as far as like a plant protein goes, that hemp protein is like magnitude greater than other sources of plant protein that we currently use as feed, for livestock, but also in like our daily diets. You know, if we used a hemp seed oil, instead of and I think all seed oils should be watched out for, but hemp seed oil, again, higher in, and not plant seed oil, or you know what I'm saying, fruit seed oils, like avocado and fucking olive oil and anyway. Idling? No, I don't know, and that's the other thing too, is like, like fatty liver disease and gut biomes, and like, you know, I think putting the proper sources in can give you much greater results out. And I think that we currently aren't using the things that we have to our disposal, including the cannabis plant, to help us all get the most effective results out, anatomically and physiologically, as well as maybe, you know, spiritually, right? Cognitively, personally, right? Like the things that like start to become the meaning for why we are and what we are and why we are, I think that using this plant uh, as the
Thank you.
Swiss Army knife, the
Thank you. Y'all can have your
all
spoons
capable.
and
Um,
banjos. I be
it's
using
just wild that a single plant would be capable of this much and have this many properties that are beneficial to it. And again, even like you're talking about, like the plant materials themselves um, becoming part of the microgreens and edible hemp leaf product. Even taking it to that extreme, right, where there is mass benefit there. So it impacts the health industry. It impacts the food industry. What up, Drum? Happy Thursday. It impacts the food industry. It can be used as hemp seed oil, right? It's an oil, so it impacts the oil industry. Um, every textile, right? Paper. It impacts the fuck out of all of those industries. Housing, because you can build out of hempcrete, and they've got hemp insulation. So literally every fucking market can be impacted by this one individual plant in so many positive manners. And the fact that we're still regulating it the way that we are, still criminalizing people for the use of it in many capacities. And it's not that you're a criminal if you make some sails or jeans or, you know, fucking some walls out of it. But those same people who are doing that have the other livelihood of making salves or fucking whatever. Dude, don't forget, Henry Ford built a car out of this stuff and ran the engine on it. I don't know if that's. I think that there's something to be said about the oil. Oh my foot. Drum, how the hell are you? I was almost in the process of getting out of here, but now you showed up. Let me see how much. Oh, 2%. God, fuck. Electronic smoking devices, friends. I don't know how that thing's only at 2. Fucking charger. Alright, we'll just smoke this. I'm gonna smoke this. Oh my god, Drum, I feel you. Need a job really bad. I don't need a job really bad like what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. And I know a few people who are saying it like you're saying it. I do need a job pretty much. I've been trying pretty hard. Smokes away. Cheers to you, Drum, and to all my other friends who have hung out, interacted. I appreciate the fuck out of all of you. Love y'all. Thank you very much. Did anybody see Northern Lights by them? Watched it. Damn. No machine, huh? I did get to see some Northern Lights. Let me see if I can. I'll send them from phone to my. Oh my god. Also, let me show you guys some shit really quick. I think you all may be very entertained by this. I got one. Only got a few.
I want you to come home with me. I don't have time to roam. I have things to do. I have to go home.
It's all right. Hold on. Let me open this for you. I'm gonna show you guys some great shit. I think you'll appreciate this. Come on. Send that thing. You know you want to. What are we doing? Oh, there they are. Okay, we got it. All right. I get. Hold up. Now. All right, one at a time. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Brandon, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for coming in here. I wish you the best and cheers and good night to you. Let's here you go. Look at little northern lights, dude. Was outside the house the other day, you know, for being in a populated area. Oh, look at that. Northern lights. Oh, got another one. Bingo bango. What else? Got this. Yeah. That was sweet. It was a lot of fun. Never walked outside the front of the house. Saw these things. Now, for this. Okay. God damn. Did you all see the thumbnail tonight? It was this. This is definitely an AI thing. Obviously, I put my face into it, feed it a thread, a theme, and then it pops this out. Look at how bad some of these. Here you go. This is the football version of it. HEMP-THC ban. Wait until you see my fucking hair in some of these things because it's AI trying to. Oh, look at this one. The HEMP-THC ban is among us. I don't know why I'm trying to gawk something right there. And then what is that? Why is this my hairline? And what is this little strap I'm wearing across my face? Hold on. There's a couple of. Oh, look at this one. Look at that fucking comb over, dude. But all business guys just got this little comb over thing. I don't know what the hell. It's like this is like a this is a mullet. A damn good mullet though. Comb over in the front. Look at this party in the back, dude. Alright. Hold on. Oh dude. I almost used this one just because it showed me having like kind of muscles right there, but yeah, here you go. Screaming about it. Oh, we already done that one. Look at this shit. Look at this guy. What is that? Dude, AI is fun, bro. Oh, here we go. HEMP-THC ban. I think I had to, in the picture that I put in here, I have to be wearing a hood. Because it has this weird, like, why are my eyebrows are pretty thick, but the thickness they made my eyebrows, and that is wild. I don't know what's up with this blue and pink forehead here. I think that's why I brought that one in, but dude. Let's see. Yeah, there's a guy that I fucking disc golf with, kind of looks like that. It's wild as hell that even came up. Dude, you want to talk about Boris, bro? Boris here. Look at this. This is, what's his name? This is fucking the little wolf kid in fucking what was that show called? Fuck it. Wait, help me out. The Munster? Yeah, this like that little dude. Munster. Crazy. Alright, anyway. AI is wild. They politricking. Oh. All right, friends. That's all I got. I got nothing else. I appreciate you listening. First things first, I hope you strike peace when you seek it. I hope you find love when you need it, and I hope you can cope when you feel it. Peacekeepers, you have been lovely. There's a few things that you need to hear before we go. First one is a thank you to Haley Homegrown, Dudley Dawson, the Guapo, Dr. Danknugs, Deputy, also Anita and Lucy, always Dr. Levy, John Voight, Drummer, Frank La Barbara, Gearhead, oh my god, Kyle, my fucking guy, Brandon Krieger, Salsa Courier, Chi-Town 21, Sean Whitney. Was there anybody else? That was the list of top fans that I saw. A crispy bunch, an amazing group. I fucking love you all. Don't ever forget this either.
Avocado, 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 potato, 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 potato.
Thank you, Saggy Pants.
Dudley Dawson, Care Bear, Frank, Doc, appreciate the fuck out of all of you.
Hey, fentanyl ain't no good. Hey, fentanyl ain't no good. Hey, fentanyl ain't no good.
It's
Disgusting.
yeah, sure enough is. All right, friends. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Hopefully, I see some of my friends at the the growing competition. Urban Legends, baby. Ski. Hopefully, I see some of you at Urban Legends. Rest of you. Hopefully, I see you next Thursday. Love y'all. See you soon. Bye.